Hi everyone and welcome to Smart Alex Coaching. We offer mathematics tutoring for primary and high school level, both online and face-to-face. In this video, we're going to be looking at the introduction to fractions. First of all, what is a fraction? When you first started learning about numbers, you would have learned about the set of whole numbers such as 1, 2, 3, 4. The set of whole numbers was very useful because it allowed us to count whole objects such as the number of apples in a basket. There can be 5 apples, 7 apples, or 10 apples, etc. However, suppose you bake a cake and you would like to share that cake with some friends. How do you express part of a cake using the set of whole numbers? Well, this is where fractions come in. Fractions provide a way to represent part of a whole. Fractions consist of 3 parts. Let's look at the example of a half. The bottom number, 2, is called the denominator. It tells us how many equal parts the whole is divided into. The top number is called the numerator, and it tells us how many parts are selected. The horizontal bar has a special name which is called the vinculum, and it is another way to represent division. Fractions can be represented using diagrams. Using the example of a half, I can represent the fraction of a half by a rectangular bar, which I divide into 2 equal parts, and I'm going to shade 1 part out of 2. The fraction of 3/4 can also be represented using a rectangular bar. This time, we divide it into 4 parts, and we're going to shade 3 parts out of 4. However, when you represent fractions, it's not limited to using only rectangular bars. We can also use circles to represent a fraction. For example, I can have a circle. I divide it into 2 parts and I shade 1 part out of 2. This is a half. The fraction of 3/4 can also be represented using a circle divided into 4 equal parts, and we're going to shade 3 out of 4. There are 3 types of fractions. First, we've got proper fractions. This is where the numerator is smaller than the denominator. Here I've got a half, 3/5, 9/13. And in all these cases, our numerators of 1, 3, and 9 are smaller than our denominators of 2, 5, and 13 respectively. The second type of fractions is what's called improper fractions. This is the opposite, where the numerator is greater than the denominator. 4/3, 7/2, 10/5, we can see that 4 is greater than 3, 7 is greater than 2, and 10 is greater than 5. And the last type of fraction is what's called mixed fractions. Here I've got 1 2/3, 3 5/6, 20 4/9. These are called mixed fractions because it has got both the whole part and the fractional part. And in our next video, we're going to be studying equivalent fractions. Thank you for watching this video. If you like it, please share it and subscribe. If you are interested in joining our program, please visit us at www.smartalexcoaching.com.au.